Numbers don't lie, folks. TJ here, back with another video. So this video, I came up with the idea with this one to cover MSTR's quarterly returns because I've been recently getting a lot of hate in my comments. So I've been posting several videos, obviously, for you guys who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you. For you guys who are new to my channel, I like to post videos on MSTR, my thoughts about its price movement, but also kind of to step back and zoom out because I've been holding this stock for over 4 years. And I made a mistake in September 2023 when I sold a good chunk of my position because I was getting impatient, just like a lot of you guys are. And I don't want you to make the same mistake I did. It really affected my net worth in the long run because when I panic sold the shares in September 2023, they were much cheaper. So when I panic sold MSTR about 2 years ago, okay, the shares were just right trading the heroes in September 2023. Okay, guys, those shares were like $35, $36 split adjusted. At the time, there wasn't a 10-for-1 stock split, so the price was like $350 a share. So basically, the stock is almost up 10x from when I made that mistake in September 2023. And that's why I'm creating some of these videos, so you guys don't make the same mistakes I did, because I didn't really understand the seasonality of MSTR. And the reason I didn't is because, you guys, this is a completely new area of finance. The Wall Street is traditionally a fiat, focused organization, right? And when Michael Saylor brought Bitcoin to Wall Street on August 10th in 2020, when at the time MicroStrategy, now Strategy, bought its first Bitcoin, it did something that no one else was doing. And we're going to show you guys the data to prove to you, the numbers don't lie, to prove to you that if you think you're making a smart move by panic selling at the end of Q3, where Q4 is right around the corner, you guys are probably making a bad decision. And the reason is you're probably following your emotions rather than the numbers. But before I get into the actual numbers, guys, I want to share with you guys my ebook, MSTR Options Cash Flow, guys. It is the blueprint that I used last Q4 to turn $300 into $15,000 trading MSTR options during the Q4 bull run. And I made a lot of mistakes around the way. So I wanted to share that advice with you guys. If you guys are new to MSTR and its volatility, you should check out the ebook. It's only $39. I'm going to be raising the price on October 1st. So get your copy now, guys. Link in the description. So what I did is I noticed something. So I was recently using CoinGlass numbers, guys. You guys have been following my channel for a while. And I noticed something that I kept referring to Bitcoin quarterly returns, but I didn't have MSTR quarterly returns. And when I searched Google, I really couldn't find any data. So I made my own. So here's what I came up with. Okay, so I made my own chart because I couldn't find it anywhere else on the internet. Hope you guys can see that. So what we're looking at here is we're basically looking at the CoinGlass type quarterly returns chart for MSTR. And this is important so I can emphasize to you guys that we are not in the best time of the year for holding MSTR. So let's take a look at this. So what I did was I simply went through. You guys can find this data very easily. You guys can check out TradingView, guys. I use TradingView every day to track not only the price of MSTR, but Bitcoin. As you guys see here, I have a pretty big watch list. Guys, click the link in the description below. You guys get $15 free when you sign up for TradingView. It's a great software, and I use it to get a lot of data for this video, for the videos and other videos as well. So all you have to do is you just open TradingView, you hit MSTR here, and then you go over to 3M at the top. I have it saved as a favorite, but you can just drag your mouse down and find it right there. So using this data, I just simply copied the numbers and put it in a data format. So let's quickly go over this data, guys. I don't want this video going too long, but let's point out a few things. First off, we are currently in Q3. Since Saylor started buying Bitcoin, guys, he started buying Bitcoin, remember, in Q3 of 2020, right? He started buying it in August, right? So August is the first month, the second month of Q3, okay? So The average returns for MSTR in Q3, guys, historically from 2020 until 2025, the quarter's almost over, but it's pretty much over, is only 6%. Okay, and the median is 9%. All right. But look at what Q4 is. Q4 is from October until the end of the year. Look at the returns. Instead of 6%, the average returns are 56.62%. And the median is 71%. Okay. Now look at some of the years. Now, obviously, the first year that they bought Bitcoin right up until October was massive, right? 158%. Now, I'm going to talk about this year post-halving, why this is different and why you guys can't follow the historical data. You need to think outside the box. Remember, in Q4 2021, that's when Elon Musk tweeted his followers, "Can I sell Tesla stock?" That's when the Fed started hiking interest rates. This down Q4 in 2021 was a macro issue. They started raising the interest rates, and when they did that, people started pulling their money out of the market. Now, let's fast forward to this Q4. A lot of people can be incorrectly looking at this data and thinking to themselves, well, because MSTR went down in Q4 2021, it's going to go down again. Wrong. Now the Fed is easing interest rates. We already had an interest rate cut in September. We might have another interest rate cut in October and another in December. So this is the opposite effect. The Fed, it wants to pull all those trillions of dollars sitting in money market accounts and sitting on the sidelines. They want to pull that money out of the market. They want people to create jobs. They want small businesses to thrive, and risk on assets like Bitcoin and MSTR are going to perform well. Guys, if you think that Q4 is going to be red like in 2021, you don't understand how the Fed has such a powerful control over the fiat markets and the M2 money supply. All of these things point out that Q4 is going to be explosive. It's going to be super green. So on average, it's up 56%. Okay. So right now, MSTR is trading at about $300. So let's say even Q4 isn't that spectacular. It's only like 56%. Okay, well then that would put MSTR right around like $460, $470. But remember, that's the end of the quarter. So that doesn't account for spikes that might happen in November and in December, where historically, MSTR has performed extremely well, looking at this area here and in this area here back in 2023. So another key data point to look at is not only, guys, look at Q4, but look at Q1. Historically, Q1 has been very, very strong for MSTR as well, okay? Actually, Q1 has outperformed Q4. So it's possible that MSTR can start running well into Q1 2026, especially if they're included in the S&P 500 rebalancing decision on December 5th. So I think it is really, really foolish, in my opinion, to use emotions instead of using the hard data. We have Q4 a couple of days away, and then we have Q1 coming up. These are the two strongest quarters historically, with average returns of 56% in Q4 and 67% in Q1. Why panic sell now? Does it make sense? Especially when the Fed is going to ease interest rates and pull money from off the sidelines. And if you guys think that we've already topped out, if you think Bitcoin's going to crash, we can head right over to CoinGlass bull market peak indicators. There isn't a single indicator on here that signals sell, not the Pure multiple, the Bitcoin rainbow chart, the RVZ score, which is my favorite. None of these indicators indicate that this is a bull market peak, because there's euphoria at the peak, and that's when people sell and take their profits. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just wrap things up now. If you guys enjoy my content, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about this chart. I haven't seen this data anywhere else online. I created it myself, guys. It took me about 30 minutes, thanks to the help of ChatGPT. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys like my channel, give me a like, a thumbs up as well. It really helps. So that's all I got until now, guys. Be sure to check out my ebook, MSTR Options Cash Flow. I'm raising that price on. So get your copy now, guys, before I raise the price. See you guys in the next one.